What is up, everybody? Alright, it is May, and you may or may not know this, but May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. A month celebrating the generations and cultures of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders who have helped enrich this country's history. An event I sorely need to take part in because I know there is a lot of Asian culture and history that I have yet to be introduced to. Maybe there are some of you out there who can also identify, so I thought this would be a great opportunity for another I Can't Believe I Never Knew video. And just like in previous videos, I brought along some friends to help me. So who wants to go first?
Let's enforce the patriarchy. You go.
Hi, I'm Rudra. This is my sister, Tara.
Hi, I'm Brown and I'm proud.
There you go.
What's up, friends?
You might want to do crouching just so that you're
Hi, my name's Freddy.
I'm Jarling.
Don't be afraid of the camera.
Hi, I'm Darla and I'm Filipino. Red Ranger, Green Ranger, Blue Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Black Ranger.
You're not gonna be in it?
Me?
Yes!
No, this is your introduction.
No, stop me!
Well, I need to be the White Ranger. They are a fun bunch. And like in previous videos, I've asked them to do a little bit of research and create some questions about historical facts and figures or present day facts and figures that I might not know about or that they might want to talk about. And hopefully it's just a great round of getting to know new things that might be interesting or important to know. So yes, I'm excited. Let's do this. Your hair is so good.
I tried.
All right, looking good.
Yeah. I might have to use your phone. I'm at 1%.
Are you ready, Jarling?
I'm here. I'm here.
You're
I'm
here.
Queer. I'm ready.
Here and you're queer.
Ready.
Love it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready, Freddy?
Ready, Freddy.
You're so sick of that, probably.
No, I hear that all the time. Who was the first ever Asian to play in the NBA? Jeremy Lin, Yao Ming, Wataru Misaka, or Wong Jiji?
Okay, this is first ever. Yao Ming is what strikes me in the NBA. I'm gonna go ahead and say Yao Ming.
No.
No,
But
okay.
he's the best. Wataru Misaka played in 1947.
1947?
First ever Asian World War II sergeant.
What?
Drafted by the New York Knicks.
Okay.
This is like a time of racial oppression, and he's Japanese.
I was gonna say, yeah, right out of World War II as
right out of
well.
World War II.
This is the senior Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier for baseball.
What?
Whoa.
What a cool year for sports.
Yeah.
My phone is at 20%, so
That's fine.
Tara's coming in clutch.
thank you so much for him.
I know. I'm thankful for that, Tara. First question. This is subcontinental. I'm from India. A lot of Indian words are actually used in American culture. Name the Indian word that's actually used in mainstream English. Pajamas, burrito, kebab, hummus.
Okay, so I think kebab is Middle Eastern, so I'm gonna, right? So okay, so I'm gonna go with pajamas.
Yep, that's correct. Actually.
Really?
Yeah. So there's an Indian clothing. It's called kurta, and we usually wear it to special occasions like maybe pujas or weddings and stuff. The full name is kurta pajama.
Really?
Yeah. Some other words are actually like avatar, jungle, juggernaut, khaki.
Juggernauts?
Yeah. Actually, Indian.
Like the X-Men?
Really? Juggernaut's Indian?
Juggernaut? Yeah.
I always thought that was Russian.
No, it sounds very juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Wow.
First question.
Yes.
Who was the first Asian American to campaign for president of the United States? Patsy Mink, George Ariyoshi, Elaine Chao, Eugene Chung.
Is it George Ariyoshi?
No.
No?
Do you want to try again?
Is it Eugene?
Nope.
It wasn't?
Yeah.
It was a woman.
Yeah. The
was
answer
Elaine?
is no. It's Patsy Mink.
Literally the last person that I guessed.
Patsy Mink was a third-generation Japanese American and the first Asian American woman to be elected into Congress. And in 1972, she campaigned for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination.
Oh my goodness.
The same year that she co-authored and sponsored the Title IX Amendment of Higher Education Act, which prohibited gender discrimination in the U.S. school systems.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
That's awesome in the 70s.
Question.
Answer, probably, maybe.
Okay. What was the most recent year an Asian actress has won the Academy Award for Best Actress? A. 1935. Oh, you just want to like.
Please go ahead, but I
Okay.
feel like there's some truth that's gonna be dropped.
I mean. 1935, 1957, 1984, 2003.
I legit don't know. So I'm gonna say 1984.
Trick question. No Asian actress has ever won the Academy Award
I
for
knew
Best
you were
Actress.
gonna say that.
But in 1935, an Asian actress was nominated, Merle Oberon, and that was it.
They were, that wasn't
she
the
was-
only Asian actress that was nominated.
No, she was the first and last Asian actress to be nominated for Best Actress.
No way.
That
What?
was- yeah, I know. No! She was nominated for Dark Angel. Well, I mean, she was part Sri Lankan, but she always like denied her Asian heritage because like at the time, opportunities you get would just be based on like how much like you can pass as white. And like she even went as far as like pretending that her mom was her maid because her mom was like darker skinned. It just reminded me of how much like people went through back then because it made me sad she wasn't like embracing her Asian heritage. This was when like the Asian Exclusion Act was implemented, a lot of anti-Asian sentiments at the time. In 1957, Miyoshi Umeki was the first generation Japanese American who did win Best Supporting Actress, but she was also the first and last Asian American to do so.
What the heck? That's so... What the heck?
It just really shows to you that the lack of diversity in Hollywood, there's a lot of problems with it, but one of it is just they don't give enough roles to like Asian American actors and actresses to be able to showcase their talents, you know? And then whitewashing, like these roles that are meant to be for Asian American actors are being taken away. Like they don't even get an opportunity.
Jar's gonna be the next one. And she's
Please.
Hire me.
Right, enough about sports. Let's test you on some Chinese history.
Okay, Freddy.
What was the last Chinese dynasty? The Qing dynasty, the Shang dynasty, the Zhou dynasty, or the Han dynasty?
Shang Dynasty. I don't think I've ever even heard of them. Ming Dynasty?
Not one of my answer choices, but oh no!
Zhou Dynasty.
It's gonna be wrong. That's like in the very beginning. That's in the BC.
There were dynasties in the BC era?
Oh yeah.
Yo, Chinese people have been around forever.
Wow. You were taught a song?
To memorize all of them. So it goes Shang Zhou Qin Han, Shang Zhou Qin Han, Sui Tang Song, Yuan Ming Qing, Republic of China. But that's not even all the dynasties. There's like little ones in between. Those are like the major ones.
So it's Qing.
Yeah, the Qing dynasty. You know what year that ended?
What year?
A little bit more than 100 years, 1911.
Really?
So it ended
From like the BC era to 1911?
before the First Republic.
That's mind-blowing.
Which one of these Asian Americans organized the Delano Grape Strike, a major labor strike that lasted over 5 years in protest of the Californian farm owners' refusal to pay their workers the federal minimum wage? Cesar Chavez, Jerry Yang, Larry Itliong, David Wong.
Is it Larry Itliong?
Yes!
Is it really?
Yeah!
Oh, that's awesome.
So he was the first one to lead the Delano Grape Strike as a member of the predominantly Filipino agricultural workers organizing community. He helped unite Filipino migrant workers with the Mexican American National Farm Workers Association, and together they became the United Farm Workers of America. And October 25th is recognized in his honor.
Really?
That's Larry Day. He also has a really cool nickname.
What is it?
Seven Fingers. Isn't that like totally cool?
Does he have 7 fingers?
I have no idea. But
Now we're gonna bring it to Indian history. Back in the 40s and stuff, there was the independence movement from Britain, where India broke away. Who was the leader of that independence movement? Should be a pretty obvious answer.
Yeah, that's Gandhi. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it right. There was also Jawaharlal Nehru, and he also actually helped.
That's awesome. They pulled through with that movement. I love
Yeah.
that. That's what got them the independence, right?
Yeah, basically.
Man, that's really cool.
Who founded the Critical Path AIDS Project in 1989? Kiyoshi Kuromiya, Kim Koko Iwamoto, Dan Choi, or Jun Chan?
Dan Choi.
No. Dan Choi was the guy who became the face of
Don't ask, don't tell?
Don't ask, don't tell. Dan Choi became like the face for that because I think he like went on TV and then he said he was gay and then he was like outed.
Well, I
Poor man.
admire his bravery.
Yeah, it's a rough life.
Right?
Actually, Kiyoshi Kuromiya, he was born in Wyoming in an internment camp during World War II. And then he became a civil rights activist, an anti-war activist, and openly gay delegate to the Black Panther Convention for Gay Liberation.
What?
He was one of the founders for Gay Liberation Front and ACT UP, and he was also an assistant to Martin Luther King Jr.
What?
So the guy did everything. He's got
Yeah.
quite the resume. He was diagnosed with AIDS in 1989, and then he self-taught him like everything about the disease. And then he started the project to help others with AIDS. That project provided resources. There was like a newsletter that was sent to people all over the world about like up-to-date like treatment options for AIDS, and he even sent them to people who were incarcerated so they weren't left out and they knew like their options. He helped patients attain like free drugs. He had one of the first websites about HIV on the internet, which gave a lot of people an easy gateway to learn about HIV and like what it entails.
That's
and like
so great.
so he created this website, and then he was like, oh, well, I mean, this website won't mean anything if people don't have internet. So he provided free dial-up internet in Philadelphia so people could go on the internet and like find out information.
What the heck?
And so like
What a
boy.
saint!
So recently, starting like the 21st century beginning, you know that Asians are starting to get into rap music?
Yeah.
So, can you name me the first big Asian American to sign with a major label? I'm gonna let you know that some of these might not even be Asian American, they might just be strictly Asian. But this guy paved the path for them. Okay, so D Pride, Keith Ape, MC Jin, Dumbfounded.
Oh no! D-Pride?
No? Take one more shot.
MC Jin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When did he first come onto the scene?
Early 2000s, 2001-ish.
Oh wow! I can already tell you're super passionate about this, dude.
It's like my field. He's the Justin Bieber of Hong Kong.
Really?
Then he was like, I'm gonna come back to the United States.
What? Wow.
Christian rap?
Now he
does?
Now he does Christian rap.
Christian rap.
In 1951, the Gallery of Madame Lusong made history as the first ever US television show to star an Asian American lead. Who was their leading star? Anna Mae Wong, Pat Morita, George Takei, B.D. Wong.
B.D. Wong's very recent. I'm gonna go with Anna Mae Wong.
You're right.
Oh yeah?
Anna's a real name?
No, Anna
Anna
Mae. Not Anna Mae. So not only was she like the first Asian American leading lady, but she was also the first Chinese American movie star and the first Asian American actress to gain international fame.
That's cool. Go Anna Mae.
You know, there's the traditional wear with the kurta pajama. Indian women also have a very traditional dress that they wear throughout India. So
Okay.
hula skirt, kurta, kimono, or sari.
Sorry.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
pretty obvious.
Kind of
It's
like
like
a bed sheet.
it's a bed sheet almost, and you wrap it around you in a very intricate way. And some go for thousands of dollars because they have like diamonds and gold embedded in it.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to come up and sit here behind me, Tara?
I have so many Indian clothes, it's scary. This is kind of easy, but what is the main religion in India?
You could probably don't give them the choice. I want to see if you can guess
Yeah.
it.
Hindu.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Islam or Muslim, it's a very close second. Like there's a lot of Muslims in India.
Okay.
And people don't realize that.
Who was the first Asian American member of Congress? Norman Mineta, Dalip San, Philip Vera Cruz, Pamela Kimai Chen.
The only name that remotely sticks out to me is Avera Cruz.
Really?
What was the answer then?
Dalip San. So he was the first Asian American, but also the first one of a non-Abrahamic faith. That means non-Christian, non-Jewish, and non-Islam. To be elected in Congress in 1957.
1957.
He was born in the Punjab province, and then he immigrated over because he was inspired by the idea of independence that Britain had promised India. And so he went to America at first to study food canning and to start his own business, and then he went to UC Berkeley. He couldn't be a citizen, so he formed the Indian Association of America in the 1940s to fight discrimination. And then they won, so Indians could become citizens. Ran from Congress, and then there was a lot of like anti-immigrant and a lot of like racist discrimination against him when he was running. He was like appointed to the House Foreign Affairs Committee, which was really unusual for someone who just becomes like a congressman. And then this really opened like future doors to other Asian Americans who wanted to be in politics.
Yeah, this month speak to you in a personal sense.
Yeah, being Asian, I know some people, they look at white people and they'd rather be white, or they look at black people, they'd rather be black. But you know, being Asian is something to be proud of, it's something to be celebrated.
Asian Americans especially are written out of history when we're talking about America. We don't really talk about things like Japanese internment camps during World War II, and we have this stereotype that's called, I think, the perpetual foreigner stereotype, which basically means like people just like will never see you as like really American. But like Asian people have been here since the early 1800s. So it's just really important that we have like a time that we're able to talk about our history in America.
It's okay to not be like everyone else, and it's okay to be who you are and to not feel ashamed for being different.
It's great to know because there's a lot of stereotypes. It's great to put those stereotypes to like rest, to show that those are not actually true, to showcase our culture and just everything about the race. Gives great perspective doing stuff like this.
Intersectionalities with Asian American history. There's a lot of gay Asians that are taken out of history as well because Asian Americans don't see themselves in media, and because other Americans don't see Asians in media, it's like we're basically erased.
It's about diversity, and I feel like if any creators are watching this, if I'd seen those shows of like brown girls as a young like child, it would have really helped me realize that I can do anything despite like being told otherwise because of like my race.
The majority of Indians actually come here uneducated.
Actually, the majority of Asians come here uneducated.
Asian.
But they work hard.
I feel like for us being born here, there's a lot of inherent privilege.
Especially with this month, it shows the amount of work that they put in and how it pays off.
Yeah.
And the culture that they bring here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's really important.
If someone works hard for something and you say it's just because they're Asian or whatever, you're taking out the fact that they worked hard for that. It's also ignoring the fact that there's so many different types of Asian people coming to America, and it's important that we are acknowledging that we're American, but also having this month to be like, we're American, but we also love our heritage.
To have such great people, you know, and to eat such great food.
I love, yeah.
To just have that cultural background, it's important. It gives you perspective.
Well
Being Asian is
said.
great.
Indians are cool.
Chinese, Vietnamese right here.
Beautifully said. That was really good.
Like I
Yes.
said, I'm brown and I'm proud.
Yes. All right. I love it. Well done.
Diversity. Thank you, Thomas.
I love that. Okay, so I had no idea how much I did not know about the struggle that still exists today. Representation, equality, just the fact that it's so much more diverse than a lot of us take time to recognize. Take the time, if not this month, then sometime this year, to do your own research, because there are so many Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in our history that deserve recognition for their achievements and their struggles. I hope that you all got to learn something today, because I definitely did. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to Jarling, Darla, Freddy, Rudra, and Tara for all of your help today. You guys were awesome. I love you all so much. All of their information is down in the description below, and their sources. Also, if you're interested in my previous videos, click over here. If you're new to the channel and would like to stay updated, click the subscribe button down here. And if you're interested in becoming featured fander, click over here. That's it. And until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out! Nailed it!
It's great that like things like Hamilton are coming out. Immigrants who get the job done. Lin-Manuel Miranda, if you're watching this, I love you.
If Lin-Manuel Miranda's watching this, I'm honored.